Hey guys, Weaklings here. Today we're going to be doing some of Raven's End's Expert. So I'm doing a classic Night Guard start, hoping that this Stonekin Rift will spawn me an army. Now the biggest danger with this mode is sometimes this Bandit Soul Hunter is able to go and capture or destroy this rift, which completely destroys our initial goal. Now it's not so bad if they destroy it, because I still have a strong tier 2 with an interesting choice, a red Stormseeker. That's just because it does damage. It's not really significant, to be honest. So I just keep spawning Night Guards. And actually this guy has an okay chance. He's got 2 Shamans with him. One Shaman. Ooh, this is iffy. So I think they'll kill it. It's dead. But now I've got some bandits going in. Will they be able to win this? This is honestly the most exciting part because we just kind of wait around spawning Night Guards. Boom. Wow, these guys have free reign. It's a little scary for my strategy. And if they get this free reign, there's still a south spawn. You get a Rage Flame and the Stone Razor Shard. And this makes a very interesting replay. Okay, so they'll get this down easy, no problem. And I'll have to play with a better tier 2. Yep, it is dead. So immediately I switch to Nox Troopers. Let's attract these guys. Keep in mind I need to save 75 power so I can capture other units too. Let's try to save him. And he saved. Alright, march back the Nox Trooper so he can heal. And we'll rinse and repeat. Now the bandits are still cleaning up. We'll just make it easier when I finally push north, I guess. As far as up here, it stays basically the same. The Stonekin does not contest very well. And soon I expect things to come. They're almost healed up. And let's go. Huh. Okay. Just kind of do this. It's pretty simple. We kill towers one at a time, single out enemy targets. It's basic combat. That's a little scary right now. Can those guys please spawn? Yes. So this is that spawn I was talking about, where you get Razor Shards and a Rage Flame. It's just 2 of each. And maybe some small units, yep. Stone Shards. And here they just march in, trying to take out the base. And I am going to use the Night Guards to capture them. Up here apparently they get struck by this tower, which is nice for me. And yeah, Stonekin coming up. And yeah, hurry up, hurry up, come on. Because the sooner they come, the sooner I can get more of them. These units are pretty invaluable. I think the Stone Shard is less valuable. To be honest, I would much rather have the aggressors, which would come from this spawn if it survived, but obviously it did not, and I have to roll with it. Alright, I've got the Razor Shard. Send my little army up there. Just have them attack round on their way. I want to keep these 2 back, just so I make sure to have it.
vessel approaches. Watch out.
Okay, they're being attacked. March back. Actually, you're fine. You're tough. Yeah, this guy is almost dead. Need to bring him back home. No, you go back. Maybe should be more careful with these guys. We got more of them coming in. Just in time, thankfully, we've saved these guys. And just like that, we have doubled our more powerful units, the number we have. Boom, boom. Doubled, they're in a group now. Let's make sure we keep 2 Night Guards back at home, and will we find a push? Alright, this is basic standard PvE now. You just kill things slowly one at a time. Okay. This guy might respawn.
Your forces are under attack.
Hard to tell. To be honest, wasn't paying attention. But yeah. This guy's large. Yep, large counters. Wounded unit back home.
Now switch the gate once, so it forces Stonekin to pass through the bandit camps. Don't forget this will allow bandit patrol vessels to reach your monuments.
And done. That is switched, we're safe.
Both gates before moving on.
But not before we get 2 free units. Perfect.
Your forces are under attack.
You go back. I lost the Noxes. I still have a Night Guard, which is okay. Okay, that's dead. Thankfully, I still have my Razor Shards, which are great siege units, as I'm sure most PvE players are well aware. So just whack that a bit. And it goes down real quick. As far as the north goes, since this building has been destroyed, there are no attacks coming in. And normally I would be spawning Night Guards to take them all, but that's obviously not happening. Alright, time to go Frost. Boom. Also, this is one of the maps where you should consider using Juice Tanks. It's kind of a rare card to actually have a use for, but on this map it does come in handy. So this Bandit Sorceress is scared of fighting these units, as it should be, but it creates this typical loop. So this loop is possible to do in random PvE, basically all sorts of modes where this is part of a wave. So just save your Bandit Sorceresses, it's the cheapest way to cheese them. So Juice Tanks go up. Now for perhaps my favorite combination in Battleforge. 1 Storm Singer, a ton of Lost Shades, plus Viridian. Yep, don't forget to add them to my squad. And we're set. Let's go. Now these guys are real. That's an interesting thought. I want to give it a try. One thing to note is that these Lost Shades are in all practicality. Wow, the bandits just, Stonekin just cleared that for me. It's fortunate. These guys are really annoying. Anyways, so we're pushing in. And we're going to take this well before I try to take this part. And yes, just so you know, because I closed this gate, the Stonekins still exist, and they're just going to try to march up north, and that is why they were able to clear everything for me. So we'll get rid of that, and the scout ship is coming. This is excellent timing. So I got my Stormsinger going up. We'll make short work of this. And it will die. So I just took out one of the more annoying patrols. Not that it's that powerful, it's just annoying. Next we should build a few more Stormsingers in case we fight some of these Wind Hunters. And so there's this little squad. They don't really attack very much. Brady's going to heal. And then we'll push in with our rather nice army. Yeah, why not get another? The reason I like Lost Shades is basically they just combine into a single unit. And with the blue affinity, you take 15% less damage. So basically this is a 4400 hit point unit with regeneration because of Iridia. It is a very nice combination. And always going to be useful. So hopefully I can take advantage of the sorceress going up here. And the constant attacks are so annoying from the Stonekin. Huh. Is that an Arbiter? Yeah, it's tough. Alright, I'm going to go for a Frost Orb, which will be nice. And we got that Wind Hunter invasion going on. Excellent. Took it out. I'm okay with them taking just that. But I want to get some defensive buildings going up. Because just the proximity here is the worst part about all this. Like, they're immune even. There's nothing I can do except build towers. And the Stonekin are also coming. It makes this a difficult spawn. Or orb to defend. Yep. I think that well will go down. But in the meantime, I want to set up my defense.
Has been destroyed.
Glad this tower is working though. That'll save a lot of headache for me. Anyways, my defense is kind of interesting. I don't think I've seen this before. No, do not walk into the camp, please. Ooh, they survived. Should build one there, too. Then then I'll switch protect this base. That'll save me a lot of time and effort. Oh, I forgot to grab this unit. Okay. Yeah, it's a little foolish to use the Storm Singer to do that, but what can you do now? The biggest problem with this defense on the south is that positioning is key. If you put the buildings here, the Razor Shards just completely outrange it. If you put it here, hopefully this rock will block them and it can't shoot that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a little sketchy. And by no means a perfect solution. Anyways, it looks like we're about ready to push in. Wind Hunters are dead still, which is a shock. Alright. So they are attacking us.
A monument is under attack. Just aggro that little spot. It's okay. These the icebreakers. Looks like. Huh. I always thought that was more powerful. And these towers are fully powered up. So you can place more towers there. They just have to make sure they are protected. I'm watching my units slowly just split their attack and die. Lovely. Storm Singer is dead too. And this is where the aggressors come in handy. More about shades. Like that. South is defended. And it's basically something I can leave till later. Past them. I don't think I've even captured one of these guys. So I just cast this Ice Shield both on themselves and their target. Huh. And down here, that is not going to work. Your forces are under attack.
So
A
perhaps
monument
this was
is under
bad
attack.
placement right there. Anyways, I'm going to go tier 4. And something you'll notice about this deck is what's going on. I've got 2 Frost Orbs and I've got 2 Shadow Orbs. Why are there nature cards in here? Well, fun fact about this map, especially if you do solo, it is just littered with orbs. So when I take up here, I'll get tier 5 and I'll get tier 6. And you'll see a rather interesting strategy once I get to the end. And Viridia slowly kills that. And I'm going to get some help. Also, these towers are still doing work. Yep, cleaning up. And boom, ironclads.
Your forces are under attack.
Alright, let's go. I'll just clear that for the heck of it. And this combination is doing my work. Actually, having no micro here is invaluable. I don't think I value it enough. Again, just building up my tier 4. And we just fought our way through. I guess that's like a 600 power ice shield. And it's Soul Hunters. Just make sure you keep these towers healed up. And they push more and more in as we go on. Fight 3 of them at the same time. One thing you'll notice if you use Viridian, she just dies all the time because she cannot heal herself. But it's really not that important. Her ability is well worth the power in the case of the Last Shades. Now we're just kind of fighting. Should probably kill that. Yeah, cool. Excellent. Also, I should alert you guys about one thing. So, a Bandit Attack comes to these 2 wells, and perhaps further beyond, and they originate from this location. So, like, this little squad here, they'll march all the way down there to take out your wells there, which is avoidable if you just move your units here. Now watch out for the Bandit Ship. That's a lame name. Bandit Ship, but its power, it has the very powerful guns on it. And I'll let you see it because my Ironclads can survive. It's basically just the battleship barrage. Or there you go. That has a lot of damage right there. The Ironclads are just eating up all the damage. Now we'll kill the battleship. 8,000 hit points? Can we get this card in PvE, please? Actually, I'm surprised we don't have it. Where are they going? Oh, another thing. Bandit Chief. This is the tutorial boss. I love seeing reuse of units like that. I don't think they're really anywhere else. That guy, he's dead. Barriers get stunned. And the Ironclads, just because of how tanky they are, make it real easy. Meanwhile down here, again we're healing up our Necroblasters and making it super easy to avoid the long range of those Razor Shards. I left an Ice Barrier there, get some Void Power. Boom, Viridia is dead again. Well worth it to replace her. Very worth it. And you can kind of just patrol these guys by pressing Q to attack move. Doesn't matter too much. And at this point we're winning, we just have to march our units across the entire map. And that is the highlight of it. That's kind of how you do it so far. And of course we go tier 5. take advantage of healing from nature. And we'll just take the chest, why not? Down here we're fine. We've got 15 wells. At this point we'll check how these are doing. 360, delete that, get the void power back. And it's kind of iffy down there, I think I'll keep it there. Got another ice barrier, that's dead. Now we can start marching into the center of the map. Got another ironclad. If you think that you need more ironclads, use rifle cultists and offering. Usually you don't need to, I might remove them from this deck. Basically they are optional if you own a decent amount of charges for both ironclads. If not, definitely take them. And we're seeing this again. The Lost Horror supported by 3 Necroblasters is very powerful. And healed. Ironclads beat battleships. One thing I like to do is just keep 2 ironclads there while the other ones clear up north. Because there is a ship patrolling around that comes to these. Down there, they just killed something. Viridia, do not try to solo a tower, please. Yeah. Now I get to do the fun part. So this is one of the few times I actually use anti-air towers in Battleforge. And it is glorious to see how they can be used. So the thing about Lost Disruptors versus the Stonekin version, I hope that guy's not trapped, is that they have an incredibly long range. And their damage, I think it's roughly the same.
A power well is under attack.
And so there's a battleship.
Your forces are
And
under attack.
we'll just set a bunch up there. Build another ironclad. We'll kind of just patrol them back to the other end of the map. Alright, I probably should activate this.
Good.
One thing to note is you can activate these with ice barriers and other things.
The west gate controller still needs to be activated.
Anyways, up here we just keep building up tower after tower. Why are you there? Actually, I need to consolidate these guys. I'll have you go in there while you're consolidating. I really don't care. I'd rather have you walk though. And build another ironclad.
Your forces are under attack.
We just keep building up all these Lost Disruptors. And it'll be fun to watch the Ravenclaw, or Ravenheart actually, try to defeat these guys. Focus the healing building. Please. There you go, thank you. Then another bandit way station. Excellent. They're moving down. They'll make short work of this tower, basically everything. I mean, they're tier 4 units on the easy side of the map. And again, the Lost Horror defense, perfect. It is possible, by the way, to get away with not using a Lost Horror, saving some population cap. It's more difficult to set up, and certainly more risky.
Great work. The central gate is open, but do not enter it yet.
Excellent, we've opened that.
We will redirect the bandit patrol vessels
Heal up
so
the
they
units.
pass through the central camp. Their initial attack will weaken it. Head farther north
Build
to the
another
gate structures
ironclad.
at the bandit docks. There we can take control of their movements.
And again, just patrol, why not? It's easy. At this stage in the game, we've won, we're just waiting to win. Then up here, we spend our excess power building the
Your
meme strat.
forces are under attack.
So I'm going to highlight a little lesser known fact about the Ironclad. They are very fast shots. So when you order them to attack something, if they are ready to shoot, they will shoot almost instantly. Which can not be said about units such as the Giant Worm, for example. It takes a little bit for the animation to play and get to the right point so it can shoot. But that is not the case for Ironclad. It shoots and then the animation plays. Makes a really good combination for raiding like this, even if the DPM is not great. And we'll do that. So at this point,
Stonekin, what bucket of rat dung plotted this course?
we can now send the bandit ships into the center. And because it's expert, they just die. It's sad to watch, but
And give 'em all you've got.
there you go. That's my favorite quote in this match.
Good. The ships are heading out. They will attack the central camp.
More towers. And now we will be able to get Wheel of Gifts, which is very useful for Ironclads because of their massive HP pool. 6,700. That is very, very nice to use. And these wells are almost dead. Okay, Wheel of Gifts ×1. We'll go ahead and build all 3. Go ahead and take that. And anything else? Oh, this is another thing. So these are extra Stonekin. They march from the center, I guess. And the ships sometimes take care of them, but these ones, they're just able to run through them because they're low DPM. And the bandits may or may not be able to take care of. They'll definitely kill this group. I don't know about persistent attacks. Our last wheel, we'll go for a healing and attack. And those are off, so let's move. Kill that. And by the way, I pinged here, so I can press the space bar to go back to my last alert. Now my next alert is up north, which is just fine. Then we go for the extra defense, and now we have a very, very solid attack force. As if what we had wasn't solid before. And now we've done that, we can start spending our power again up here, building up our offense with towers. And these are dead, take that back. And you kind of notice this. So there is this spot in the map that the Stonekin Earthkeeper can get into and just do this. Fortunately, you can't kill it fast enough. Just a little funny thing about the map. Oh, don't do that. Alright.
Your forces are under attack.
So now it's time for us to go clear the Stonekin out. Build more towers. Excellent. Okay, so it's just a redirection of the units. Okay, that's kind of a weird bug. And he's dead. Meanwhile, the push is going in. And there's very little to worry about, except for this Gemi. This unit is absolutely devastating to any army, especially low hit point units. Now, Ironclads are tough, not even they are that tough. So I'm just going to march them right up, freeze the Gemi, because he is of such high importance to kill that it's so worth it. Even if you just got the one unit. And at this point, they attack whatever, they go. And these guys go up north, and have them attack this direction next. Cool. If you ever need a heal, just use it. And we just clear out the Stonekin in the center. Also, I keep forgetting to build more units.
Are under attack.
The towers. Do that. We basically just play fill in the gaps. This will allow us to take the orbs later on, which we have to do. But there is very little rush to this map. As you can see, 37 minutes. This video is 37 minutes long. That's perhaps a little scary. And clear that. And that. Here, I'll go through the unit choices in this deck. So first off, we've got Night Guard, which, as you saw, is super useful because it can take those spawned tier 3 units. The reason this works is because her spawn ability allows it to take up to tier 2 units, but because they're spawned from, say, this spawner, they for some reason lose their tier or orb status. It's an unfortunate bug, and really it should have been patched in the old Battleforge, but it never was. And so it's a massive exploit that you can use for a huge advantage at tier 1. And then next we've got our Nox Trooper. We don't need this guy anymore. Kill him.
A monument is under attack.
What's under attack? Oh, these guys.
The white juggernaut
Had double
leads
use
our
for
aid.
those.
Call in
Anyways,
more troops.
Nox Troopers are useful in case the Night Guards have nothing to take, because Nox Troopers are a much better combatant than... I've got 3 minutes. Okay. But Nox Troopers are much better fighters than Night Guards. So I'll take this orb. Oh no, I have to get there fast. I'll help you guys split up. Take that, take that, take that. So, sorry, there's a bit of a rush because of the time limit. So I've got these orbs going. Also, the reason there's this time limit is I killed the last structure, so it was kind of a misplay on my part. We'll fix it. Don't worry. And at this point, just build random orbs. Doesn't matter. And our Ironclads will make quick work of anything they encounter. So there's plenty of time.
Your forces are under attack.
My tier 1 army versus tier 4. Anyways, next we've got Ice Barrier and Home Soil, which combine into a powerful damage boost for our units. Actually block the center one. Go back.
Good. Both gates are switched. Now take control of the two gate devices farther north. They'll let us open the gate to the central Stonekin camp.
But yeah, so damage boost goes on. Got time to even walk back. Good. Damage boost, very useful. 50% extra damage for our tier 2 army, which would normally be Lost Shades, which makes it combine into a single very tough unit. That's not good, actually. If I can't build that orb, I'm just going to kill an Ironclad. Excellent. Anyways, Stormsinger, as you saw, is useful because it can kill the bandit ships. Viridia, extremely powerful. Her heals are invaluable. I'll set up my little damage boost section here. Then Cold Snap, Crowd Control, always invaluable to have at least one of these in a PvE deck. Juice Tank, gave me about, I'd say, 200 or 300 extra power. Then Necroblaster, super effective, very strong tower, as long as you can keep those hit points in it. And as you saw down here, it worked very well. And time to build a tier 4.
You have claimed all monuments.
So I cast Earthen Gift, which helps my buildings, it heals them. And as you can see, they just kind of destroy everything.
So send troops quickly, or Mo might fall under the Ravenheart's fire.
Our king is free.
Look at that healing rate.
Go north, everybody. Let us aid him.
At least still got some buildings down. Place those. And some more healing. And these mines are completely useless against buildings.
A monument is under attack.
Anyways, Lost Horror. It's more useful when you just spawn them here, because they can damage air units, as you saw, instead of having Viridia kill 2 or 3 air units right there. And the Ravenheart has teleported down south. And we get them. Then 2 Lost Disruptors, because they're longer range than the Stone Shooter, the tier 3 Stonekin tower anyways. And up here, we're taking another healing spell. These things are just decimating because of the number of them and the long range. Even this unit is shooting at it. Then Ironclads. I'm using Ironclads because they are very solid attackers, and they are just excellent Crusaders as they go through the entire map. And then at the end, they're still extra large counters, and I can combine them with Home Soil and Wheel of Gifts. Then Regrowth in case I need a heal. Not really important in this deck, to be honest. Earthen Gift, very useful because you're relying on these towers to deal damage, and it also boosts their damage by 30%. Wheel of Gifts lets you heal because Regrowth is simply not enough to heal Ironclads to very much at all. Then Rifle Cultists to replenish your charges, and Offering. So I'd say almost 5 of these cards aren't really necessary, but they're nice to have and make for a more complete deck. And just like that, the Ravenheart is defeated. Thank you guys for watching, and have fun and making Mo happy.
The new what? Which of you idiots came up with that? Never mind. I think I know.
My pleasure, White